Surprise, I'm back. I made it. What's going on, everybody? Tonight, we've got Dennis Nedry news. What's going on with him? We've got some Evo 3 news to discuss. We're going to be talking about some Netflix stuff and, of course, New York Toy Fair. All that and more. I am Brad Jost. I'm here. And this is Let's Talk Jurassic. Again, with the lights. I can't get the lights right tonight. Hold on. I've been trying to fix my lighting over there, so that's why I was not at the very start of the episode if you're watching it live. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Let's Talk Jurassic. We're here. We're calm. We're staying good here. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about tonight. I was able to look up a bunch of things beforehand. I don't know if my graphics, they don't seem to be working right here tonight, but you know what? Not everything's working ever. I can get one piece working at a time and then something else goes wrong. So who knows? But I appreciate you all being here tonight and sticking around. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about Dennis Nedry for a little bit. I found a fun video that I wanted to dive into here tonight. We're going to talk about some Evo 3 stuff that just popped up. I want to talk about that and Netflix and the movies. And then, of course, New York Toy Fair. I had the chance to go to New York Toy Fair a few days ago, and I want to discuss a lot of the things that I saw there. Had a great time and saw a lot of new Jurassic stuff, a lot of old Jurassic stuff, and learned some things. But we'll talk about that. I'm excited. But first, let's go over to the website. Welcome, everybody, over on Instagram as well. We're going live on both YouTube and Instagram. That's been the source of the issues here. I've been trying to do both things at once, and the logos, for some reason, are not popping up. So if you're seeing some weird coloring over on Instagram, it's supposed to be logos in my name. I don't know. But yes, so let's go over to the website. Boom. There we go. Website, this is JurassicParkPodcast.com. You can go there and find all of our latest episodes and articles and things like that. And the latest episode was going back over that Xfinity commercial. So I went deep into that and talked about all kinds of stuff in that episode. And there will be a new episode coming soon. I'm still working on it, but it's going to be all about New York Toy Fair and everything that I saw and learned there. Tonight, you're going to get a little taste of that. Yeah, please go check out that. And if you're over on Apple Podcasts, go leave us a review, please. We've got 373 of those, 4.8 stars out of 5. Appreciate that. And yeah, go check out that podcast. There's tons. There's 400 something, maybe 500 something episodes for you to check out in there. So go check them all out. But let's see who's here. Who's here tonight? So this one was weird because I was doing some editing on my end, and I didn't have this video live on YouTube. So we're still getting some people wander in there, but we got the big cheese over. So many exciting new developments. Yes. And now my graphics aren't working for that either. I'm not sure what's going on there. But yes, we've got so many developments. It looks like Stefan over on Instagram says this is a random question, but can you tell me where I can buy Hammond Collection? I just want to find where I can buy it because eBay is too expensive. Interesting. So I think, typically you can get them over on Target. I don't know where you're located, but Target.com or just go to the Target stores. I feel like Amazon has had some over the years. Let's see. Let's bring it up over here. So I'll bring up that website, and then we'll also go over to Amazon, see what they have. I don't know what everybody, where everything has been going recently. Let's see, Hammond Collection. Bear with me. I'm looking it all up for you. All right, so I'm looking up that one. While that's going, I'm going to go back over to Target. And yeah, we'll check out Target real quick just to see what's going on there. We're going to go over to Mattel. And you can see here, I've got the website up on Instagram for you. Oh, look at those graphics work. For some reason, the other ones don't work. I don't know. I can't figure it out. But let's see. No updates here on Target.com. And I do have some information about that, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's see. What do we got? Can we find any Hammond collection right off the bat? I mean, there's definitely some here. Where? I don't know. That's a good point. Let's check out Hammond collection. Not typing. Hammond collection. So we've got the Mosaurus, the Ornitholistes. I don't know how to say that. There's 6 left. We've got the Sinoceratops. Seems to be all that there is at the moment for those locations there. But where? Oh, yeah. Where did I have? Give me a second here. Go back to my other screen, which may or may not. Yeah, see, the graphics aren't working on this one for some reason. I don't know why. Turn them on and off, see what happens there. Oh, wait. Yeah, that worked. Boom. I had to, like, turn the graphics on and off for them to actually work. All right, cool. Or was I? Amazon? Yeah, let's see what Amazon's got here. Back over to Mattel. Dryosaurus. Stygimoloch. Stegosaurus, which is a nice one. The Scutosaurus, which is I also like, but these are pricey. $48, $29, $49 for this. But hey, I know you didn't want to pay an arm and leg over there on Instagram, whoever that was. But you know what? You might have to. But yeah, there you go. That's those are the things that you can find over there. But let's continue on because we have some other stuff to discuss. So where were we? Let's go back to our news for today. Let's see what we've got here over on. Let's start easy. We're going to go over to some Jurassic news over on comicbook.com. I don't know. I just found it over on this website. But Netflix fans are finally getting all 4 Jurassic World movies very soon. These articles pop up like nonstop because streaming websites are changing where the movies are at all times, it seems like. And we are finally getting them over on Netflix yet again. I want to hear, is my music coming through? No, it's not playing. Well, there it is. But yeah, so they're all going to Netflix, all 4 Jurassic World movies, which means that we're going to have a lot of great Jurassic content over on Netflix for a little bit at least. You've got Camp Cretaceous, you've got Chaos Theory, as well as the 4 Jurassic World movies. Is there any kind of imagery or anything that goes along with this article? No, I don't think so. But yeah, Jurassic World Rebirth will be streaming on Netflix for the first time February 28th. So it's coming up pretty soon, 10 days from now, as well as Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom and Jurassic World Dominion. So that's cool. It's a good spot. Hopefully Rebirth will get a lot of good views over there on Netflix. I mean, Netflix it's the biggest one there is, right? So it's going to get more views than Peacock, unfortunately, even though I believe that all of these should just remain on Peacock at all times, because that's the universal Comcast-owned website. Like, it should be over there. But hey, if they're going to go on Netflix, get some more exposure, that's all going to be good. So I feel like anytime the Jurassic movies are over on Netflix, they're always, on the main page somewhere where you can see them, and that's exciting. So check them out soon. They're all going to be over on Netflix in case you wanted to rewatch Jurassic World Rebirth. So I've been meaning to get a new rewatch in there. I do own the digital copies and the disc, so it's all good. But we'll get there. We'll get there at some point and watch it together again. Oops, I just turned off my iPad. But yeah, I'm excited to get back and watch that movie again, because it's been a bit. It's been a little bit since I've watched it. I don't know about all of you, but one of you recently watched Jurassic World Rebirth. I am definitely looking forward to getting back to it. Spino Rex here. Let's see if the graphics are working this time. Been a while since I caught a live. Glad to be back. So they're working kind of. Glad to have you back, Spino Rex. Dan the Fisherman. Hello. I can't get it to work at all, huh? There we go. What's up, Sarah? Hello from Liverpool, UK. Glad to have you here. It's got to be late over there, right? Like very late. Spino Rex says sometimes Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Yeah, that's fair. I didn't even think of those, but yeah, you could definitely probably find something over on those. Love the Mr. DNA shirt. Yeah, of course. I gotta have the Mr. DNA shirt. You know that. I can't even get these graphics to stay up long enough. Gotta go with the Mr. DNA. That's my vibe. Yeah, and let's see, what's Instagram doing? Anything happening over there? Nah. Okay, but appreciate anybody tuning in on Instagram as well. So let's go back to our notes here today. We're gonna go talk about, let's see, what's an easy one to get into next? Thank you to Rebel Commander. Let me see if I can get those graphics working correctly. Appreciate the super chat. It says, I really need to be here more. Hope you remember me. I remember seeing you around. I remember your picture there, your name. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And definitely come back more. Definitely come back more. And you seem like a Star Wars fan, so go check out the Forcecast as well. You get more of me over there. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate the super chat. It helps to make me be able to go to things like New York Toy Fair and provide coverage and stuff like that. So I appreciate it as always. So let's go over to, we did that. Let's see what else we got. Get rid of these because they're confusing me. Let's talk a little bit about Dennis Nedry. I'm going to put my headphones on for this one because this one made me laugh. And this is in regards to the Xfinity commercial. So let's go over to Instagram. This thing's probably in the middle of playing here, so let me see if I can get back to it real quick. And let me play through on the iPad. And I'll turn the music off so we can hear everything. Here we go.
Times with Jurassic Park lately. They keep coming out with
sorry.
movie
You're not even
after
you're
movie.
hearing it, but you're not watching it. Let me that would be helpful if I put that up on the screen. Let me redo that then. Oh man, is it not working? Let me reset this. Oh, this is going swimmingly, as always. I should just stick with YouTube. Instagram hates me at this point. It's not working right.
A commercial for Xfinity. And they're going to have a Jurassic commercial with everyone in the commercial. Youthified, brought back, even the Dilophosaurus. But am I there? No. No, there's some Xfinity guy pretending he's Nedry. I have not had the best of times with Jurassic Park lately.
Poor Wayne Knight.
They keep coming out with movie after movie after movie, and they don't include Nedry. And then,
I know.
Worst of all, comes the Super Bowl, and I hear that there's going to be a commercial for Xfinity, and they're going to have a Jurassic commercial.
So there you go. That's the gist of it there. But Wayne Knight venting about this is a cameo, by the way. This is from Dinosaurs on the Brain over on Instagram. I found this over there. Somebody sent it over. And it says, got this cameo from Wayne Knight for Valentine's Day. Best Valentine's Day gift ever. So I'm sure there was probably a prompt like, hey, what happened? Why weren't you in the Xfinity commercial? And, he sets it up very nicely and talks about, you know what? They've de-aged everybody. They've got these people back. Everybody's there. And especially if the park goes smoothly, where the heck is he? Where is he? Let me see if I do this. This should maybe reset it. No, it did not. But yeah, like if the park goes smoothly, he should be fine, right? I mean, maybe not. It's hard to say. If timeline wise, it would be the following day, right? Because that's when we see Laura Dern is down there in the tunnels, and she says, like, Mr. Hammond, I think we're back in business, right? And then that's the moment where the raptor comes through. So the timing and logics of this, apologies to Instagram. I don't know why it's all red up top. I cannot get that to fix. But yeah, if the timing worked out, he'd already be dead. And it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense logistically why the raptor wouldn't have been out at that moment. But let's just play with the idea that, like, all right, they got their internet all fixed up, right? They got their signal all squared away, and the power came back on. And like, let's say at that moment, like, the lights came back on the pathway that Dennis was driving on, right? Then he sees, like, oh, there's a spotlight on the sign. So then he knows, like, oh, I got to go this way to the East Dock. And he goes that way. He does his thing. He drops off the DNA to Dodgson and or whoever was there from Biosyn, and then, like, comes back and then continues working. That's a fun idea for a premise there. So I'm, like, kind of on board with that. But yeah, it would have been very, very cool to have a cameo from him in there somewhere. Like, whew, oh boy, am I glad that the power came back on. Otherwise, I'd be a Dilophosaurus snack. Something along those lines. I think that would have been pretty good. And he could have been like that tag at the end. You could have had him in, like, an Xfinity outfit in the Jeep and, like, getting out of the Jeep, like, saying, "Ooh, not this time." Like, this is my best Dennis Nedry impression. Something along those lines. And I think it would have just, like, that would have pushed the commercial over even farther, like, into some fun territory. Now, of course, he would have needed some de-aging as well. And who knows how that would have went. But I think that would have been such an awesome way to go. Even though, if we're going to go with the canon of it all, like, the canon's all messed up in that commercial anyway. But yeah, he probably would have been dead, even though it would have been very cool to have him in this. But I say, screw the logic. Who cares? Go all in and get all these people in there. I think it would have been fine. We should have had Dennis Nedry in the Xfinity commercial. What do you think? I think, yeah, we should have done that for sure. I think it would have been so much better. And I feel bad. Like, anytime I see something like this, it just makes me feel for, like, the person who didn't get involved. Like, no Dr. Wu, he's been involved in the movies for, 3 movies. So technically he didn't have more screen time or anything, but he was there more, right? He was there in more movies than Alan and Ellie, and Malcolm. He had 2 out of 3, but yeah, what are you going to do? I feel bad when guys like this don't get included. I'm trying to get this thing to work. I don't know why, like, it's showing up orange. Oh, wait, there we go. I fixed it. This is in beta, so I'm going to have to, like, I can't wait to, like, write a review to the streaming company about, like, what's going on with the beta, because this is not right. But hey, we're back up. Hey, Xfinity got us back up and running, and I didn't even need Dennis Nedry. But yeah. Jesus over here says on Instagram, but does that mean that in this version Nedry didn't exist, or that he didn't cause the park to go wild? There's so many factors there. There's, like, the storm of it all that, like, I guess didn't exist in this commercial. I don't know. I think this would have gone on exactly the same. Like, he causes some outages and things like that, but then things get worse. And I think they would have gotten it back online. But like if the timeline is, like I said earlier, if the timeline's accurate, like it would have been the following day when she's in the maintenance tunnels underneath. So she would have gotten it back online right at that moment. And there's no reason why a raptor shouldn't have attacked her in the commercial, because if they just got the power back up, then there should still be raptors out, right? Like at that moment. But it's, it's just a commercial and the canon doesn't matter. But I say he does exist, but they just didn't include him. It's sad. It's sad. But yeah, again, for anybody that missed it, it was pretty
Everyone
funny.
in the commercial, Eutrophied brought back even the Dilophosaurus.
Yeah, poor Dilophosaurus made it back, but not you.
No.
Not Nedry.
No, there's some Xfinity guy pretending he's Nedry.
See, I don't know. I don't think he was pretending to be Nedry, but he's kind of like in that tech guy place, even though everybody should have been, like the Xfinity guy should have been leaving the island because of the storm, right? I feel like he should have been not there at all. But if I remember correctly, I feel like there were like a lot of people wandering around. But at that moment, he should not have been there at all. and I'm glad Siaka's here at the moment, because like this is my guy here. Like we talk about the canon of everything, and we are Jurassic fans, and we dissect the lore of the commercials. Obviously, like it's been like 3 weeks of me discussing the lore of this commercial. Like, what else am I gonna do? Okay, I know the comments aren't showing up correctly over on Instagram, but hey, what are you gonna do? But I appreciate you being here, and yeah, it's the Rebel Commander says the longer the commercial, and I gotta keep clicking this, but. The longer the commercial and the more people you de-age, the vastly more money you would have, and it costs to make vastly more money you would have had it costs to make. But like, yeah, it really makes you sad for whoever isn't involved. Sorry, that was a handful to read. But yeah, you're right there. The de-aging already probably cost a lot to get it to where it even was, roughly at that point. So to throw another character or two or however many in there, yeah, probably would have been a little bit too much. But hey, what are you gonna do? Anyway, that's Dennis Nedry news for today. Let's see what else we got. Where are we gonna go next? Let's go over to Evolution 3. So the team over at Evolution 3 put out a nice little video. We're going to take a look here, and then we're going to check out the notes. But yeah, let me see what Siaka says here first. I just got through the Rebirth special features, and they were still tripling down on this is the facility for the original Jurassic Park thing. So for me, JP Cannon is all or nothing. Yeah. They were absolutely triple, double, quadrupling down. I do have those bonus feature notes that I have, and like unfortunately, I think the bonus features, that while they are pretty great and they do feature a lot of really great information, they double down on all of the things that I had a tough time with. So that's the trouble for me, is like I did struggle with so many of those things that like I just wish they kind of wouldn't have doubled down. For instance, like let's see here. I know there were some. Maybe it was a second one. There's two commentaries. One with Gareth, Jack Ravenscroft, and James Klein, and the second one with Gareth, Jabez Olsen, and David Vickery. Now they said they did a friends and family test screening, which prompted the text, I guess, at the beginning. People wanted to know more about the connection between this film and the last. And I'm like, yeah, but that doesn't really help you. That just kind of like made it harder to understand all that text. They do make a point of saying where's the part with the Mosasaurus? I know there's some Mosasaur quotes here. Oh, yeah. This is Gareth says, now, James, this is technically the Mosasaur from the previous films, in theory, unless we go with the theory that they bred more of them. And, like, the fact that they didn't know that is, like, another one of those little tidbits that I'm like, you didn't know, like, what you were going for? James responded curiously, you're saying that the Mosasaur from that's the Mosasaur from the first Jurassic World? So, like, the movie's done and made at that point, and they're still like, wait, what? You're saying that that's the Mosasaur from the first Jurassic World? And they do mention knowingly evolving the color and changing aspects of it for sure. And Gareth says, I'm going to leave that to the audience to figure out. And that's where I was just like, oh, no. There's some things that I think the audience should be capable of figuring out on their own, but, like, deciding, like, canonical features is, like, a tough one. A tough pill to swallow, I think, from a canonical standpoint. So, I don't know. That's where I stand, at least. But, yeah, Siaka, there's some good special features in there, some good deleted scenes and things like that. But you know what? When it comes to the canon conversations, that's some frustrating stuff, unfortunately. When Gareth asks if the Mutodon is a hybrid or a mutant. Oh, did he do that? I don't remember. Oh, man. There's so many things. There's so many things. One thing that bugged me, I think they had said that they wanted the color of the compy that was in the movie. It was like a black and red compy, I think. And they initially had that as a design for the T-Rex, but Steven Spielberg picked the final design. And I'm like, no, like, you were right there. It was so good. I really would have wanted that black and red one. That's what I wanted. I had said that for a while, even before the movie. So I thought maybe they would do it, but they didn't. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the Evolution 3 thing. Actually, I took off my headphones, but I got to put them back on. We got to play another video here. Let's go over to our probably inoperating. Oh, do I not have a button for it? Oh, I got to. Gaming, yeah, boom. Gaming. Is it going to work? All right, it's working for now. It's working for now. So let's let me restart this video here. Emerging from the cold wastes of Antarctica, the Cryolophosaurus is now available in Jurassic World Evolution 3 as part of Update 1.2.5. Cryolophosaurus looks super cute. All the babies look incredibly cute. Love the music here. Oh, man. Cryolophosaurus looks good. Looks good. Even the bigger ones and the smaller ones together, they look great. I love that crest. I'd love to see some different color variants, so hopefully there's like some good variants in there. Help life find a way. A slogan that I absolutely love, so glad they used that. But let's go over to their website here, Jurassic World Evolution 3 1.2.5 update notes. Hi, park managers. Going to say it again. Update 1.2.5 is now available on all platforms. Please note, this is not a full list of everything. And it says, new family unit, Cryolophosaurus. Introducing the new family unit. In the workshop, it says the workshop's highlighted carousel now displays a variety of items when refreshed. There's some bug fixes as well. Campaign fixed an issue on an Act 3 map where fences could not be dismantled. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm literally like the Michael Scott, like, thank you. Like, oh my God. That's incredible. So if anybody doesn't realize, it's like one of the final 3 maps or so. And there was like this part where you're building the fences, and it's like a land where like they want you to just kind of have all of the dinosaurs just interacting all together. They really talk about no boundaries and stuff like that. But then like a T-Rex shows up, and they didn't make it clear initially that like I should be putting a fence up. And then it became clear. I'm like, oh, I got to throw a fence up. So I threw the fence up, and then I wanted to change like the diameters. Diameters? Is that a word? Of the park. And I'm like, I can't do it. It's not letting me delete the fences. So that was annoying. So I moved on because I opened up a new part of the land. And I'm like, all right, so now I've got Dilophosaurs and some other things that I had to make some pens for. So I made those pens, and then I couldn't delete those either. And then I could like get like 1 or 2 fences to delete. I'm like, oh, I'm on a roll. Here we go. And then nothing else. So it was kind of a bummer, but it looks like the fence issue is fixed. Steve-O, what's up, Steve? I don't know if you're seeing this or if you saw, but hey, my YouTube, and I'm streaming this over on YouTube and Instagram, and there's glitches all over the place. So I need some bug fixes myself, but you're going to like this because they fixed the map issues on I believe it was Biosin Valley, where the fences don't delete. You couldn't dismantle them. So this is a huge fix. I'm so excited about that. And also, let's see, prevented buildings that cannot be inspected and maintained from negatively impacting the park maintenance rating. They fixed an issue, I guess, that prevented buildings that cannot be inspected and maintained from negatively impacting the park maintenance rating. It doesn't sound like a familiar issue that I had. Not sure about that, but maybe that's the one where, like, I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but I'll put down a what do you call it? Like a food place or a drink place or the shopping place, and nobody will be attending it. And sometimes I can't figure out why. So I don't know if that's like one of those things. Maybe they fixed that. But that was always so frustrating. I'd put that thing down. I'd forget to edit the features that, get the best income. And I feel like sometimes I just forgot about it. I just placed it down real quick and went about doing other things. And I'd come back later and I'd be like, oh, dude, wait, nobody's been going here? Well, that's frustrating. So I don't know if that's the same thing, but any kind of updates like that, it's just great. Steve remembers that they limit the amount of fence that you can use on that map. Oh, do they? They limit the amount? I didn't know they were limiting the amount. This chat's not working again, but you know what? Let's move on to the workshop. They resolved an issue where the loading creation overlay would be permanently stuck on the screen after entering advanced move shortly after selecting a workshop item. Okay. And they fixed an issue that prevented workshop images loading after returning to the trending page from viewing another creation. Improved free look camera navigation with aviaries. That's nice. Some general performance and stability updates, several workshop stability, memory, and crash fixes. Some dinosaur updates here. We've got, or one. Majungasaurus scientist limit increased to 5 when they synthesizing and incubating. So that's good. I don't know what it was at before. Maybe it was less. Why would it be higher now? I don't know. Localization, reset all filters button prompt no longer overlaps other text in Spanish. So, honestly, some good updates there. We haven't had an update since the end of January, so a few weeks there. It looks like they're hitting this like pretty constantly, which is nice. Every like 2 weeks or so, or every few days even at times. So that's nice. But yeah, good updates there. Cryolophosaurus as well. And that fence issue, which I was able to get around without fixing the fence issue, which was like super annoying because while I was trying to fix it, I remember like pretty much every one of my dinosaurs died at that moment, which in that one area of the park, like all the new ones that I had gotten had all died. But somehow I was able to get past that even without the fence issue fixed. But there you go. Let's see. What is our last topic of the day? Oh, yeah. New York Toy Fair. So let's go over. I keep having to put my headphones on and off. But let's go over to Instagram, and we're going to go to my own page here. So we're going to go to, let's go to Mattel first. Oh, man. This page is just all completely red for some reason. Let's see if I can fix that. I don't know what is that exactly is causing the issue. All right, fixed it on Instagram. Oh, it's the banner, I believe. There we go. Okay, the banner. But all right, so I went to New York Toy Fair the other day, and I got a great look. So let's take a look at some of these things here. So here is the booth here. So when you walk up to New York Toy Fair, which, by the way, if you don't know, it's a massive like trade convention where businesses and creators and things like that will all go to New York Toy Fair and promote their items that they have so that they can end up in a Target or a Walmart or Amazon or wherever. They can showcase these so that places will pick them up and they'll be available for people to buy. It's not like you go there and just buy things like personally or anything, but they do showcase all the stuff that you could buy in stores. And they gave a much smaller section to Jurassic this year. And I think they kind of reutilized like some of their stuff from before, like this container and everything. I feel like it was the same. Let's see. Let me go back. I might have some pictures here from last year. Can't imagine I posted all that much in the past year, even with the new movie. Never mind. I guess I did. Yeah, I guess I did post quite a bit. Where's New York Toy Fair? All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Here it is. Yeah. Okay, here it is. So yeah, it basically looks like they just used, this was like how big the booth was last year. So a lot of empty space over here, obviously. What's this chair doing? Did they do like a Q&A or something? But they had this big screen kind of just playing clips last year and a smaller screen, nice background. So they've basically just utilized like this year, which is fine. The smaller, tub there along with the T-Rex and the plants and stuff like that. But yeah, it was bigger last year. They did have some more stuff, but not a ton. Honestly, not a ton last year. So I feel like in a way this year is kind of a step up in that regard. Get out of this and go back to this year. So it is nice. I do think this still looks nice. Actually, I guess the background is different. They're still utilizing that T-Rex graphic, but I think it was more of a cutout thing before. So this is new, and just all on this big platform here. And you had the Carnotaurus, the Giga, the T-Rex, and a bunch of other smaller ones, as well as the Mayhem mix-ups, which are basically like the Hero Mashers from Hasbro. Just their own version of them now, and they do have a nice like sustainability program, which is cool. That I think I have it here. You can see, yeah, sustainability comes into play. Oops, It says this is the first. I can't pause this. How do I pause it? This is the new Mayhem mix-ups. Marks the first, or Mattel as the first U.S. toy manufacturer to receive cradle-to-cradle certification. I believe there's 70% recycled content in these toys, and yeah, that's pretty cool. So basically, they do get a lot of toys, like I guess donated to them, melted down, whatever they got to do to recycle them, and then they turn them into new toys, which is cool, which is very cool. So that's a cool feature, and that is available or will be available at some point. But yeah, they also had, let's see, this guy here.
Advice for each, which when it comes to Jurassic, we've always been about authenticity, education, action, and stuff, but in non-movie years, you get to see us play. So putting lights through an entire dinosaur,
the lights look awesome. I was definitely thinking
authentic to the movies or the content, but in between, we can play. We can have fun with it. That's great. Size dinosaur, sound, action, and different color lights for
so
each.
I think that was a fun one. Let's see, I have not paid attention to Instagram, but Faux Freaky here says that Rex looks cool, though I'll probably get that one purely for the repaint. Let's take a look, because the Rex is an interesting one, I think. It's kind of derpy looking. The Giga looks awesome, by the way. I really love this thing. It's definitely thicker, like in the throat, and like it's got these massive spikes on the back. But I think it adds to like the cool factor for me. I really like it. Plus the features are awesome. But if we look at this T-Rex, he's definitely kind of goofy looking. I know the tail is there, but you can kind of see how small his jaw is. But yeah, it's definitely got a small lower jaw. And that gives it this massive like overbite look. So he does kind of look a little goofy in that regard. Plus the eyes are very bright yellow. There's been a few other toys over the years that have that bright yellow paint job on the eyes, which kind of gives it a more cartoony look. I remember there was one, I don't remember if it was like the Carnotaurus maybe or something, or maybe it was a Rex, I forget. But it came out around Chaos Theory or Camp Cretaceous, one of those shows. And I just remember thinking, like, oh, it looks like it's tied nicely into that show because it's got this like cartoony look to it. So I don't know, they just painted it like that for this one, but I do like the rest of the paint application here with the white underbelly, the arm being white. They did a good job, I think. They blended this nicely with the white and the black, and then having that like blue over top of it. It looks really cool. I dig that. But I think while this thing looks silly a little bit at times, it does have some pretty cool features on it. It does have spikes that come out of the back, which sure, that's like, doesn't make any sense. But like they described, like this is their time to get to have a little bit of fun with some of these figures. It's not a movie year, so they get to do some things that are a little off the wall at times. And also the best feature, I think, is like the breathing on here. There's like a breathing feature. Now, I do have some videos, so let's go over to the video. Again, you can go to my Instagram and find all of these videos and pictures and things. And there will be more coming. I do have a lot more photos, so I'm not going to talk about everything here tonight, but you can check them out as they come out over the next days or so. But yeah, here's this video.
Got our media drivers for 2026. First one's going to be our spring driver. That is a
this cracked me up, by the way.
Known for being incredibly fast, so we made it run. Yes! Yes!
He cracked me up, dude. I'm laughing. You hear me?
Fall media driver is going to be our Giganotosaurus. We've got those mutated spines as part of our survival theme. Grabbing onto those spines, shift back and forth for tail movement, head movement, chomping sound, and I can even go back.
See, for a play feature, you need those big spines there, like to grab on and hold and do that motion. So that's all cool for me.
In the fall as well, we'll have our Muscle Madness T-Rex 2-button activation. Forward button's going to extend those defensive spines in the back.
See those spikes?
Back button is going to grow our muscles, mutate them out from the spine.
I mean, that's pretty
and
cool.
The throat, the chomping action, and sound.
It's kind of like a breathing feature in a way. That's cool. So yeah,
Right, so we've
I
got
dig
our
all
media
those.
drivers
I mean,
for
the
2026.
Carnotaurus, I think, is
First
the
one's going to
goofiest
be
one
our
of them all.
spring driver. That is a Carnotaurus, known for being incredibly fast. So we made it run. Yes! Yes!
So while posed, that looks really silly with like the leg spread there. I do think as a play feature for kids, that's pretty fun. I could imagine like running that alongside of a vehicle with some humans in it, and as it's chasing them along, you're hitting that button, and it looks like it's running. I think that's pretty cool. So again, these are toys for kids. So let's not forget that. And again, this is also. It's a trade show that it's not always about like showcasing just the best and newest things. It's about showcasing everything and some things that are even out right now. So that's what that thing's there for. So I know that Carno's already out in stores, I believe, plus that Brachio, whatever. It's not a Brachiosaur. It's basically looks like a Mosasaurus. But that thing's also, I believe, in stores as well. Probably some other ones. I'm not sure. Haven't kept too much track of all the ones that are in the stores right now, but yeah, let's take a look at these pictures again. Monolophosaurus. I feel like so many Monolophosaurus have come out over the years. This guy here, what was it? The Gorgosaurus, I believe. I know a lot of people are not in love with this paint job. I'm not really either. It's kind of all over the place. It almost reminds me of like one of those like Hero Masher or like now the Mix 'em Up things. Because it's like, oh, here's like a random foot. Here's a tail that's orange. Here's the top of the head that's brown and the bottom of the head that's white. So it's kind of all over the place. But the Dimetrodon looks cool. The a Brachio, whatever it's called, Sioptera, kind of looks like a lot of the Dimetrodons or what was that other one? There was another one that kind of looked more like this with the longer head. I forget what it was called. I don't know what that one in the front is. I forget. It looks like a Troodon maybe or something along those lines. I don't know. It would be good if I knew these things. I know. But the Stegosaurus is there as well. That's cool. I really do like that Stegosaurus paint job. I think that looks really cool. And the sculpt is fun too. I think it's a fun sculpt. And the Afrovinator, I think. And whatever that guy is. I forget. But yeah. Carnotaurus there. Going over some of those again. But yeah, I think it was a decent showcase of some of their toys and some new ones, some old ones. Some fun things to see. I would have liked to have seen I think there's a Spinosaurus, right? If we had gone over to, let's see, we go back to Collect Jurassic. I've got to have Collect Jurassic here somewhere. I feel like there was a post, no? Is the post not here anymore? Or did I miss it? Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Maybe they got taken down. Whoops. But there was a post. I think we did showcase it in a stream. You can probably go back and look at it in a stream at least. But there was something. I thought it was on here. But maybe not. Maybe it was on a different account. I don't know. But anyway, that's what the figures were there, as well as those other ones. But we also had some stuff over at the Funko booth, which I think was even more exciting. We've got the Bitty Pops, which are these tiny ones. Actually, I've got one right here. This is a Beetlejuice one, but it's like a tiny little Funko Pop. You see? It's a tiny one. But they come in like a full box that is designed just like the bigger ones. And they've got them now for Jurassic. So going over to Funko was a lot of fun. I had to make an appointment to go check out the fun stuff at Funko, and we've got the Bitty Pop Grant and Explorer, which the Explorer looks awesome. Plus, we've got a regular-sized Ray Arnold, Mr. Arnold, and this is, I believe it was an exclusive. It says right there, limited edition Ultra. So there's like I forget what the ratio was, but there's like let me see if I can look it up real quick. I did have a video that said how many or something along those lines. Bear with me here. Let me see if I can find that for you. That was at Funko, and I took a little video. Where's Ray Arnold? Ray Arnold, where are you? Okay, here we go. So, yeah, limited edition, it says there's 3,501 to 5,000 of those. That's how many they have. So not a ton. 3,501 to 5,000 at select retailers. I don't know. I feel like Target usually has ones like this, but who knows? There's Mr. Arnold right there. He's got the tie undone. It was kind of a hard corner to take pictures in. There was so much lighting and reflection. So that's the best I could do. But yeah, there you go. Not a ton of them. Up to 5,000 of them there. This was really exciting. The Bitty Arcade, which features this cool cabinet and like the small Jurassic or the small Raptor on there. Super cool design. I'm absolutely loving this. I absolutely need this. And there it is. So it comes with like the cool case. Oops. And you can also put that dinosaur right into the game itself. Arcade display. It's too darn cool. That is awesome. And you got some more biddies. Brachiosaurus, Dilophosaurus fossil. You've got a sick Triceratops over there, I'm assuming. Dilophosaurus, Ian Malcolm. We've got John Hammond, a Tyrannosaurus Rex fossil, Stiggy Malik. Looks like some sort of green velociraptor, maybe? Or is it, I don't know, gray or blue? I don't know. And then we've got a full-size JP3 Raptor, which is pretty exciting. That's awesome. As soon as I saw that, I was like, dude, that's fantastic. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know, did they come out with this stuff already? But I guess not. There's been a few Funko Pops that I don't have, I think, over the course of like Rebirth and Dominion era and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know, but this one looks pretty cool. I'm excited to have that. Sorry, I was looking at my shelf. And here is like some sort of unicorn. They were just proud that you'd be able to like switch them out and put in like other figures in there. So I think that's cool. Be able to put Beetlejuice if I wanted to into the Ford Explorer. It's pretty cool. And they had this like really awesome like city that was built. I wish I had better pictures of like the whole city thing, but this nice little like town area with buildings. There, as far as I know, it doesn't look like there's any Jurassic buildings that they have made, but dude, would it be awesome? I'm sure they will. At some point, they'll probably have like the park gates and like the visitor center, Raptor pen, stuff like that. I could definitely see them doing all of the different like innovation center and stuff. Oh, dude, it would be so sick to get all of those different kind of locations. Maybe we get a Jurassic Park Jeep at some point, but this is all they had on display as far as that's concerned. They did have these other smaller pops. They had these on display last Toy Fair, so this is nothing new. I believe it was new back then, which was exciting, the Pocket Pops. But yeah, that was all they had for the major stuff here. There are more. I do have some more images from this booth coming soon, so stay tuned. There will be some more stuff. Quilliam, yeah, that is Quilliam right there. It's Quilliam. There we go. And the comment's not showing up everywhere. You get it. You get the point. Quilliam's in the house. So yeah, that was fun. And like I said, I do have some more pictures coming soon. So you'll have to stay tuned over on Instagram, Jurassic Park Pod. What is it? Jurassic Park Podcast. I don't even know what it's called. Hey, look, we're live right now. What happens if I do that? Sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. That's what it said. Great. And let's see. So that was that. Yeah, I do have a video of that as well. So you can kind of take a look if you want to. The Velociraptor looked different than the one I have. Is Mosasaur up there? No, we don't have that one. Dude, I gotta tell you, New York Toy Fair is very difficult to take pictures and videos and stuff like that. You have a very limited amount of time to kind of like get your fill of like all the stuff. Oh, there's a Spinosaurus too. Again, like it's I couldn't really like see it. I think this has been in stores before, so I wasn't really concerned about it. But these guys, I was like, yo, I gotta get these. They're so cool. But there you go. That's that portion of it, and there will be some more coming soon. But yeah, I did get to see everything, and dude, they had some really awesome stuff. I do want to post like a picture of like other random stuff that I saw, because I saw a ton of really great stuff otherwise. A lot of K-pop Demon Hunter stuff. Oh yeah, Justice for the Rebirth Raptors. That would be cool if we could see that. If we can even see the comment, that would be great. But yeah, Justice for the Rebirth Raptors. Absolutely. That would be cool. Mutadons, everything. Hopefully we get some more Rebirth stuff coming down the line. I did hear a lot of interesting news. I'm going to discuss that more in depth. There's some interesting news that came out of the Mattel booth and stuff. I have some other toy companies that I have some stuff to show off. But yeah, I'll get to that all pretty soon. A lot of new Star Wars stuff. And yeah, the Blokes booth. I don't know how to say that. I have a video of all that. I'm going to put that on the feed as well. So that's pretty cool stuff too. But yeah, I'll show those off soon as well. But yeah, there's some other stuff. And I was out there trying to get like Star Wars pictures, Jurassic pictures, anything else that looked interesting. But yeah, there's some fun stuff I got coming soon. So keep your eyes peeled on the Instagram page, and you'll see more. But like I said, there was some interesting news that I'm going to discuss in more detail, but you're going to have to listen to the podcast for that. So keep your eyes peeled as well on the podcast feed. So again, go over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Any podcasting app out there, just search for the Jurassic Park Podcast, and you'll be able to see and hear more than likely. You'll be able to hear me talk about what that interesting news is. We talked about the potential for what could be coming from Mattel in the future here, what lines work, what lines didn't work, stuff like that. What kind of things we can see maybe from Hammond Collection. There's some other interesting talk out there. So stay tuned for the podcast. I'll have all of that information in the podcast feed coming up in the next few days or so. And then on Instagram, you'll see a bunch of new posts and stuff as we head towards the weekend here. But, while you're there, go check out the Forcecast as well. We have not recorded yet about the new trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu. Ryan, what's up, man? Clock's ticking, man. Could be talking about that at any point. So go check out that. We did talk about how Solo and the Mando movie could be mirroring each other with their marketing. Hopefully for the best and not for the worst. But we talked about Maul Shadow Lord weeks ago. And then Grim Grinning Host, my other show with Hunter. We did a fun Valentine's Day episode where we did everything that stinks about theme parks. Everything that kind of sucks. So go check out that one. And then some Galaxy's Edge stuff that we talked about. Fast and Furious coaster coming to Florida. And my favorite episode of the year, as always, the predictions episode, where we give our wildest takes and most interesting thoughts on what's going to happen this year in theme parks. So go check out all of that stuff. And Steve, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm going to go out and buy a red phone. Somehow, I'm gonna track down a phone right now with that. I'm tired of holding up the lighter here. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And like I said to the super chat earlier from Rebel Commander, all that money helps get me to New York Toy Fair, and to pay for this streaming software, which is working so well. and not giving me a hard time whatsoever. It's working so greatly. I don't know what's happening. I literally tested everything again, and I'm like, okay, at least this time it's streaming in the right direction. Like, at least it's going up and down vertically this time. So that's something I've got going for me. But yes, we got to work out one thing at a time here. But who knows? Maybe we won't even do Instagram. If Instagram people want me to keep doing it, let me know. Hit me up on Instagram or on YouTube or email, wherever you want. Let's see. You can do that. Let's see if this button works, the follow button. I've got places you can check us out, which would be like JurassicParkPodcast.com. This button does not want to work. For some reason, this one's like takes so long. Yeah, Jurassic Park Pod over on Blue Sky, which I'm barely even using. And then Jurassic Park Pod on Instagram, which is probably the most easiest place to reach me. And Brad Jost over on Letterboxd, where you can find my dumb movie reviews over there. But as always, hit up our voicemail line, 732-825-7763. Call that number, leave a voicemail about anything Jurassic related. Not anything. Like, I don't care what I mean, I'm sure it would be nice to know what you did today, but I don't need to know. But you know what? Let me know what your thoughts are on Toy Fair, what your thoughts are on video games, about Dennis Nedry not being included in the Xfinity ad. You can also email JurassicParkPod@gmail.com and let me know any of that stuff there as well. Or you could send your audio recordings there too. So I appreciate all kinds of feedback there, and go listen to all the podcasts. Do everything you can. And you know what? I have this button here, so why don't I show it off? It's me dancing as Mr. DNA. I appreciate everybody being here tonight and working through the issues with me here. What's up, Jay? How you doing over there on Instagram? Appreciate you showing up here, but we're heading out, dude. You got to come back on the podcast sometime soon. It's only been an episode or two since you've been on last. And you know what? Isn't you know what, Jay? We what we didn't talk about for 2026 is like, is this year the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3? I forget. Yeah. We didn't talk about that at all, I don't think. When we talked about our 2026 stuff. But you know what? It's all for the best, I'm sure. We don't need to talk about that anymore. It's over. But but come back on and I'll talk to you soon. But yeah, 10 out of 10 no notes on the Mr. DNA dance. I appreciate it. See everybody around. I'm going to go get that phone. I don't know what, I keep seeing that there's one at Target. It's a Mr. Burns, like Simpsons phone, but or maybe it's not Mr. Burns. No, it's Mo. I think it's Mo's phone from like the tavern or something like. I don't know what it is, but it's a phone at Target, like in the collector's section, and I'm like, should I just get that one? I don't know. I don't want to pick it up and just be like, "Hello, it's me, Mo," or something like that. My voice is not working. Otherwise, I would have gotten there. But as always, JP3 equals Bruno. I don't even know what that means. But as always, please, everybody, stay safe, be kind, and there's my big face. Yeah. And as always, enjoy. Bye, everybody.